Welcome, folks, to Devonport After Dark. I have to say that it is going to be a beautiful scene here as we get into the city. And as you can see here, we have such a beautiful skyline as we circle around here in the night sky. Look at this beautiful mountain as we overlook the city as it is rebuilding itself after all the disasters we've given it in order to get just a few monuments into the city that is needed. But, today we are simply going to be working on some of the tourist industries. We're going to try to develop some new areas. We're going to put in a airport so that we can bring in people via helicopter and get these people easily moved in into some of the newer areas. So with this, we are going to leave this on the day-night mode so that we can enjoy what our city looks like at dark. You know, it's just amazing what we've been doing in our city throughout this adventure. And just, oh man, it is just a magnificent of what we've been able to do throughout this entire timeline. You know, even as things were completely flooded, they're slowly redeveloping, people are moving back in. Little by little, they're doing exactly what they need to do in order to thrive once again. And of course, I'm not going to be concerned at all about garbage or any of the other crazy stuff that's needed. We're simply just going to just peg everything out, let growth happen, and get our way up until the game breaks and then go from there. So if it gets up to 500,000, if it gets up to 1 million, that's what we're going to do. We're going to build a city and get this series completed. So today, join us as we enjoy this night series for City Skylines in our town of Devonport. So here's a look at New Jersey and its low skyline here. Whoa! I forgot that's what the night sky looks like. But yeah, here it is, New Jersey, folks. You can hate it, you can love it. And here's all the other little tourist and leisure towns. The way we set it up, the big old oil mines over here. All the oil refinery that's happening here in order to make us some big buku dollars. Hundreds of thousands of dollars pouring into our city every month. Beautiful. We got our trees and industries making us tons of money every month. Tons of production happening. And of course, we can't forget all of our beautiful ore production way over here in the hills. As you can see, some of them are active, some of them are inactive. And of course, we've got tons of warehouses hiding over here in the hills to make sure that all of our goods and services are doing magnificent. And if I recall, we also have these guys over here, these two industries, the king of production for ore, as they produce all the metal and the other one produces all the glass, and they have a simple job of exporting everything and making us money. Now, apparently, we are still suffering some ramifications of the previous tsunami that we are suffering, but first, as the sun rises over our city, let's get back into the beautiful, look at this. Amazing, isn't it? I'm just giving you a beautiful scenic overlook of the city today. I think this is just amazing as the lights slowly go off before we start building. The sun is rising onto Devonport. There we go. I think it's that time. It's time for us to start building. Too easy. Which means we also want to change this to something nonchalant. And let's get our little tourist guys going, because guess what? We haven't done this at all. We need to get these tourist buses and tourist people into the town, because guess what? we need to make some money so that these people can actually come in. So one of the first things that we want to do is grab a bus stop. Let's see, where's our bus stop? Da, 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 da. Oh yeah. We will probably need a bus depot for these guys. It says we already have one. Okay, so why can't I create one? Create a new line. Okay. And what we'll do is we will simply drag these guys around here. This will hopefully provide some type of beautification into the city for some tourism. Okay, and that's going to be one of our first tourism buses. And we will grab a new bus line. Let's make a new one. Create a new one. And we'll come over here. That's a walking one. And let's see. Looks like we have a location here that we can bring these people to. Alright, and we'll bring them over here. Alright, and that will complete this one. Just 3 little stops. Hopefully it doesn't like create like tons of super traffic here. Now, one of the other things that we definitely want to do is, since we can't get over to that island, we want to be able to bring people in to all of the other little industries that we've set up. So, get you closed out. Create a new line. Bring you over to here. And bring you down to here. Bring you over to here. Too simple. And we will drop you guys off right there. And that should help with Washington Park. Bring in some tourists over there. Now we'll complete this little tour line. And let's create another one. And that's where that airport one is. Okay, so we have at least 3 tour lines. So one of the other things that we should do is walking points of interest. So one of the things that we should do is get these guys started from way over here. Alright, and what we'll do is we'll get them to walk through the park. Get them to add stops. Come on, add a stop. Oh, come on. Work, darn it. Work, darn it. There you go. What is it? Not enough attractiveness or something? And we'll bring you over here. Oh, come on. Add stop. Come on, come on, come on. Work. Left click, left click. There you go. And we'll complete this line. Okay. And the reason we'll be doing this is just because we want to have our walkers come through and take care of all of these guys. So one of the other things that we will do is we'll start here, right here. Come on, add a point of interest. Hover, 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 hover. Oh, do I have to wait for it? There you go. And we'll bring you over to here. There you go. That should bring some people into here. There you go. And this will be like our little roller coaster riders. And there we go. And we'll complete this line. There you go. And what we'll do is we have a walkover over here. So one of the things that we will do... Oh, do we not have a walking path here anymore? Oh, well, we need to fix that. That probably explains some things. There we go. Alright, and let's get our walking path set up. You know what, let's cancel that one. And we'll start this one over here from this metro. Because it will be a good one. Alright. And see if we can bring them over here. And then over here. And then back. Alright, that gives us a fourth line of folks. And then what we'll do is we'll create a line over here. Bring these people in. And then bring them down over here. And then finish it up. And that's our fifth line. And we will get a sixth line coming in over here, where we just simply have people walk all over the place. And voila! That's the sixth one. All types of beautiful walking tours all completely set up. And walk you over here, walk you over there, and walk you down over here, and then walk you back. And that works for this one. And we'll create a new line. We'll go from here to there to here. To there. And one of the things we'll do is we will... Not what I wanted. Alright, that works. But let's go ahead and start a new line. We'll go into the zoo. The line is too long. So apparently they have to walk all the way around. Well, that's not going to work. The whole idea of this was so that they could walk across. So let's figure out what's going on over here. Ah! Well, that's why people can't walk over. We'll get our little zoo pathway. And now the bridge is rectified. Too easy. Alright, now let's get our little tourist path. And we will set that up. There we go. Get them all in here. Come on. And bring you down to the birds. And we'll bring you back. And that's our little zoo tour. Okay. Very simply put. And we'll create a line over here for these guys. Oh, come on. Add a bloody stop. There you go. Add a stop there. Come on. And then we'll complete the line. Alright. There we go. That completes that. Got those set up. Got them set up. And those guys are probably a little too far. Alright. Too easy. We now have some beautiful folks easily set up into this area for some tourist lines. Alright. So, we'll see how this goes. And hopefully it'll bring in some extra people for tourism per week. Because even with our taxis and our mail, well, it can do better. Okay. Alright, let's see if it's becoming night again. Oh yeah, it's about midday here. We're doing good. Got this new district that is completely set up and built. We want to build in some cozy heights over here. So we're going to work on this next very shortly.
A tsunami has struck the city.
Oh yeah. Tsunami.
Until the water recedes.
All right. Let's get our main road here. Bring it down to a manageable level. And we want to be able to just plug it down, make it look like it's actually part of the real world here. because we're going to run into a lot of elevation problems as we get into this. Alright, and one of the things we will do is we'll bring this up and over. I did not expect that one. Okay, and we'll bring it down. Very simply put. And we'll make this a proper bridge, apparently. Alright, there you go. Okay. Alright, now we got Cozy Heights properly set up. And we'll bring this into here. Apparently, it doesn't want to, work with my clicks. So, we just upgrade everything. There you go. Alright, and it looks like we got King Square, so we can maybe bring one of these roads over here. Bring it in and around. And we'll just take this one straight over and in. There we go. Too easy. And we got this road. We'll bring it in. Very simply put. And there we go. King Square completely set up. Alright, so these will be some of the main roads that come into this area, especially from Cozy Heights. Alright, and we'll start branching everything off. And there we go. Get these guys going. And we'll bring you guys over to here. Get y'all connected in. We'll bring you straight in right over here. Over and into here. Okay. And there you go. Too easy. Alright. And we'll take you, bring you in, get you connected over to here. Take you, bring you in, connect you to over here. And you're going to be a nice little 4-lane road that gets easily connected along the ridge line straight over to here and back through the center section. Very simply placed. Alright, so now we have some nice 4-lane roads placed through here. Alright, it is time to work on our little 2-lane roads for our neighborhoods. So one of the things we will do is get them set up so that we know exactly where these guys are going to be branching off of. Okay. And the main reason we're doing all of this is just so that we have control of traffic and where these people are going. And very simply placed. Too easy. I'm gonna bring you straight down and in, around. Over, up, and back in. Alright, so now we have some residential roads all easily set up, which will then provide us some commercial opportunities straight through here. So here we go. We're getting into the nightfall. Let's see what this looks like for the night sky.
A tsunami has struck the city. Take caution and avoid roads and waterfronts until the water recedes.
I think this area is going to turn out just beautiful. The way it's going to grow and turn out for cozy heights. You know, I think one of the things that we should do in this area is maybe Put in some commercial right here. Get some light residential through this area, especially on this beautiful hillside. Then we'll get more residential through these little sections here, especially along the coast. That will definitely work out and bring more people into this area. And of course, I'm not that concerned about, you know, all of the police and everything else, because we got tons of it everywhere else. We're just trying to make money. Look at the beautiful sky. All these planes flying overhead for cargo and everything else. Alright, let's get back into this. I know it's nighttime, but we gotta keep growing. We gotta keep doing what we can. Alright, so with this, get our now tiny roads set up around here so that people can enjoy their neighborhoods and some peace and quiet, you know? And there you go. Just easily branch off like so. And one of the things we'll do is we'll get one of our little police stations placed in so it doesn't cost us too much money. And we'll get one of these little side roads put in. We'll put the little police station right here. We'll get the little fire station placed in. Alright, and we'll start some development here. Just as the sun will begin to rise. Very easily placed. Now you may be asking, like, oh, what am I going to do for power and all that other stuff? Well, these guys will get their own power here very shortly, and we'll give them some of their own little trash, and we'll go from there. So, let's make sure that they are able to take care of themselves. We'll give them some trash. Alright, and that will provide them some recycling. And as far as the power, these guys are easily set up to get them connected. Alright, now we'll get them some health care. We'll get a little clinic set up. And the reason we're working very small in these areas is because we want these to be little cozy towns for these people. Nothing too big, nothing too strong, just, you know, what is needed to make the area grow. And one of the things we will do is we'll bring these guys with some nice roads over here. And we'll bring in some light commercial. Just so that the city can hopefully thrive on its own. Alright. Now in order to make it grow, just like anything, We just need to bump up the demand and kind of leave it there. And give it time, and it will grow. Very simply put. One of the other things that we will do is we will take this power line and hook it over to here, as we will continue to allow other things to grow around here. Coming into this area of Cozy Heights, we have this little section of town. So with this little offshoot area over here, we're going to take a little tiny road and get our little police and stuff all set in here. Just so that we can actually make sure that everyone's doing what they're supposed to do. Very simply done. Get our little healthcare clinic put in. And we'll even put in a sauna. And we'll get our little tiny roads set up off these roads. No, 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 no. It connected itself to the interstate. Not what I wanted. Shame on you. Alright, and let's make sure that we have some power set up from these guys over here. And we'll get some nice little residential plugged in. Very simply placed. Alright. You know what, we'll just fill that in. We'll fill it all in. Too simple. One of the things we'll do is we'll make sure that this happens over here. We'll get one of our little garbage cans placed over here. We'll get some commercial set up over here. And just to make sure that these people have some goods and services easily set up around this area. Now, as far as everyone else around here, we want to be able to make sure that we get a good road set up over here and back over here for some thick commercial or good commercial to go into this area. And we'll get rid of this power line and this one as well, just so that we can actually get this zoned in properly. There we go. And we'll get some light commercial right over here. Very simply done. Alright. This will hopefully allow these people to grow as needed in our little city. Now we'll work on this side of the town. And we'll do the same little thing. Check on our police. Looks like we'll create it over here this time. So we'll grab a tiny little road, create it as an offshoot over here. We'll get some healthcare put in here. Oh, come on. There we go. Get the fire department put in. Get the police put in. Get the garbage put in. We'll put in the recycling center this time. Alright, and we'll put in a small warehouse over here. And then we'll put in some commercial goods. Just to make sure that we actually have an opportunity for people to, you know, get goods and services over here. And we'll bring you power line straight down here. And let's get our little tiny road. Bring you straight through here. Easily done. There we go. And let's get our light residential all set in. We're just going to basically kind of just crush it all in. We're not that concerned about what these people are going to be doing, because one of the things that we will do is we're going to throw a senior center and a community school into this area just to kind of ease any type of education requirements that we have, since, you know, that's going to kind of bite us in the butt later on. So for that, let's get back to our healthcare, get to the big buildings, get these guys set up over here. This will help them out. Very simply put. Alright, and we'll get a little gymnasium type thing set up over here. Alright, and as far as education, let's get a community school. Alright, and we're going to put that over here. And we'll put a community school over here. And a community school over here. Alright, now this should ease any of those silly requirements that we may have, as we will slowly see some increase in this area for the demand of people coming into our area. Now, why? Oh, you need power. Too easy. Alright, and let's go ahead. You keep telling me about the tsunami, and there is no tsunami. You gotta be careful with these tsunamis. Alright. Oh, we have so much prison. It's doing great. Alright, so Cozy Height is slowly developing. Let's bump it up. See what else is growing. We have this neighborhood easily set up and ready to grow over here. There you go. We'll give this some time to properly develop and grow as we enjoy ourselves in the After Dark mod. Now, the thing that we definitely want to be able to do is find out where we can put in another airport. And when I say airport, I mean the airport, which is going to be this monstrosity, the Metro Airport. And the reason we want to be able to get this in here is basically because we want to be able to expand some new areas. And I think this area over here, this Primrose Park and everything else, will be a great place for it to be properly developed. Mainly because, you know, maybe we could put it here on this island. Helicopters, who knows? Let's see. Let's see what we can do. We have this beautiful little train area. Got the tree area. Yeah. Get these all lined up. Drop that down. Turn it off. Alright, we'll see what that looks like. It's pretty decent. Alright, so we'll get this easily set up here. And we'll basically have this with its helicopters serve these areas. So one of the things that we definitely want to do is get some helicopter stops placed in. Now, one of the things that we need to do is get these helicopter stops placed in. So, and of course, we always need a roadside to do this. And we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that will be 1. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to simply divide this airport up into 3 locations. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then these guys will take care of this area over here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to drop some tiny roads into little locations. So that we can then drop in our airports later on. Now, one of the things that I definitely want to do is throw in a train station over here. So 1, 2, 3, got Chester, got Bedford. Okay, so we'll get Chester set up over here. Okay, and we got Pleasant Square. These guys will probably go over here. We got Green Square. And we'll bring you straight over here, so that's on the outskirts of the water. And then Vermont Park, we'll do the same, bring you in over here. 1, 2, 3. And we have the Heights. The Hills. And the Gates. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and Bedford District. Okay. Alright, so that will set up these guys for airports way over here. Okay, so kind of too easy. Let's get our transportation set up. Alright, we got Chester, Bedford. Alright, we got Pleasant. We got green, Vermont, Applegate Heights will be over here. And it looks like we have Pearl Hills over here. Butler Heights over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. We got the Garden, Glade Square. There we go. Primrose Park. We'll get you set up on the same side as the future train. Little district. Get you set up on this side. And Spruce Heights right there. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Alright. I think that does everything that we needed to do. Now, as far as getting everyone else connected, one, two, three, four, 5. Let's get you dropped in over here. How about that? That should really bring in some people over here.
A tsunami has struck the city.
Alright.
Take caution and avoid roads
So,
and waterfronts until the water
let's get our helicopter pathways. And this will be the last stop right here. Bring you into Pleasant. Pleasant into Spruce. And Spruce. Into this district. And then we'll bring you around the mountain through the water and in to here. Take you back out over the water. Bring you in over the city. Alright. And then have you come around the fields straight down over here. Very simply placed. Okay. Now you get to come over here and you'll follow these little lines and to Chester and Pleasant. Very simply done. Now, one of the things we will do is we will get beautiful scenery placed. And bring you around. Get you set in. Bring you out and around. Get you saddled in. Bring you up and over. And get you flown into the heights. Bring you up and over. to the heights. And fly you over the industry area and back into Butler Heights. Okay. Alright, this will work. Now, as far as our industry area, we need to make sure that we get a road set up here. Even though I have the freaking airport off, you're just doing a space launch? This plane is... Look at this. Look at this. You're just doing your own thing, huh? Going to space. Psh, can't have nice things, can we? Alright. So, back to where we were. Alright. Got a straight road going over here. Build this out by 20. And we'll get a helicopter depot set up. And we'll get... And there we go. Alright. Now we will get these guys flying to where they need to go. And the reason we're setting up all this transportation first is simply so that we can actually have them go to where we want them to be at first. And then not have to worry about them being all bunched up. Which will hopefully also provide some cross traffic back and forth. And we're going to just put this as the helicopter depot. And we'll create a new line. That comes over to here. Very simply put. And you may ask, like, but why are you, like, putting these locations in and they have no, like, additional roads or anything else? And I'm like, they'll eventually get connected in their own little ways. But first, we need to get them on the main road. Alright, now we need to take a regular road. Alright, and we're going to take this up and over. Seriously? You just do what you want? There you go. Alright, and And we will bring you into here. And we'll take you, because you're going to come over here. See, this is the annoying part of the game.
A tsunami has struck the city.
Oh, I'm
Take
sure the
caution and
tsunami has
avoid
struck
roads
the
and
city.
waterfronts until the water recedes.
What are we to do? That poor tsunami. Alright, and we'll bring you straight into here. Bring you straight into here. We'll upgrade you. Upgrade you. And we will get the road properly touched. And we'll get it all upgraded. And it will need its own power. So we'll just throw one of these guys in. And we'll turn you on. And we'll give you some of your own garbage. So we don't have to worry about you doing your own thing. Okay. Now, we'll let that completely kind of unbunch as they get themselves all properly separated. 5 vehicles. 15 stops. Okay. Alright. These guys will get completely separated. Alright, so Heather Park is going to get completely set up the way it needs to. We'll get some highway on-ramps. We'll bring you in, over, and up. Of course, you do your own thing. There you go. And how about we just make you like a normal thing? Okay. Alright. Now one of the things that we will do is we will bring you over, round, and in like so. And how about this? We'll come back all the way over here. And there you go. Very simply done. That works. And we will bring you straight down over to here. Okay. Alright. And we will turn you just a smidge. So it looks like you're kind of a halfway decent road. Alright, so now the helicopters are doing their little flying thing, going to where they need to go. We got people coming into the city eventually from this area. And it looks like we'll have to clear some trees here. And there we go. Let's get them cleared out. Get them out of the runway. Get you out of the taxiway. And I think we're good. Okay. Alright. So, Easily done, easily placed. Now people will have a way to do things. Now, one of the other things that I definitely want to do is with this area here of where I actually have the transportation here is I want to also include a train station. So this will hopefully bring in some other people into this area. So with that, that's going to be one of the things that I will bring into this place. So let's get the little road in. Alright, and we'll get a... let's see what other types of train stations we have. We have a ground bypass station. That will work. Okay, that looks pretty neat. We'll get our rail set up. Okay, and we'll bring you straight over to here. Okay, alright. Very simply placed. We'll get you some power. Easily moved and done. Alright, and we'll come back and worry about this area a little bit later because we're just going to turn it off for right now. It looks like people are already bypassing this area, so to each their own. It's doing its job. Alright. Okay. Alright. So we got Glade Square. It's doing its thing. And we'll have people eventually going back and forth. Alright. So let's take a look over here in Cozy District. In Cozy Heights. It's doing well. It's growing. Got little neighborhoods and community schools. Let's see if we got anything growing over here. We don't. Well, this is where we're going to stop for this episode here in City Skylines for Devonport 33 into the day-night episode as we continue to get City Skylines growing, and we'll be developing these areas here in the future very quickly, very rapidly, so that we can make us some extra buku residents and dollars into our town of Devonport. So thank you for joining us and have a great day. Let's follow someone.
A tsunami has struck the city. Take caution and avoid roads and waterfronts until the water
I think we need to avoid that telephone pole more than a tsunami.